Hi guys, and I'm back on the South London network with a class 378 unit. So I'm now at West Croydon reading the doors so people can board. It's really weird talking to earphones on. So this is the 1331 service to Harbury in Islington, calling it every single goddamn station. So we'll be going as far as Surrey Quays, calling at Norwood Junction, Innerley, Penge West, Sydenham, Forest Hill, Orrop Park, Broccoli, Grew Crossgate and Surrey Quays. I did make this scenario myself. It took about a few hours. So it's based on the 7th of December, which was yesterday. So the next stop is Norwood Junction at 13:37. So let's get going. So leaving here, the speed limit is 15. It's a bit laggy. So I think there's a train to Epsom crossing the junction ahead, so I'll have to stop for it. But can you hear me over the 378? The way I record these videos is with a Windows DVR. What is press? Which means I can adjust my voice and the game independently, so there's both together. But just press. So the single yellow. Should we go to the next station? So if you haven't noticed yet, it's December, which is Christmas. Unless you're watching this in the future, in case it might be July. Like this video if you're watching in July, because it won't be snowing then. So that train is going to Epsom Downs, which is the other way, obviously. So it goes to be limit 20 and a red signal. Oh, it's green now. So when we get to Norwood Junction, we'll join the main line to London Bridge, and then just come off our New Cross Gate and go past the depot to Surrey Quays. Shouldn't take too long. So Smash Bros came out yesterday. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any reviews yet. I've got coursework in uni and labs. So on the left will be Selhurst Depot, where Southern maintain their multiple units. And I kind of forgot to put stuff in it, so that's barren. So last week I got my result for the first web development coursework. I got 33 of 50, which I thought was pretty good, considering I haven't done HTML before. Oh crap. Considering I haven't done HTML before, and I wasn't very good at it. Probably add a picture. See what the end product is like. I won't attach the code though. That's mine. You can't see it. I don't want you to see it. It's mine. So we're now approaching Norwood Junction. We're going to be a bit fast. That's what he said. I'm so inappropriate. I wonder what happens in trains if you have platforms on both sides. What's it open on both sides for? Which one doesn't know how to pick? Oh, what? Probably an if. Probably like a switch case or something. Alright, which one's like better? If or switch case, because they do exactly the same thing, but different syntax. I like if better because they're a bit easier to use. You like if this, then this, else if, else. I guess you have switch. You have switch, then case, the break, then if another case, you have to break out that loop as well. And then if nothing else is true, you get default, and then whatever. So I nearly finished up at Norwood. Next up is Ainley at 1340. Don't know why it does that. I thought 37 minutes were driver only operated. So leaving Norwood Junction, speed limit is 60. I don't think we would get up to that. So on this Friday, the second web development coursework will be due in, which is JavaScript. It's a bit of a pain to get to know because it's something like Java. I don't know why it's called JavaScript. If you have nothing to do with Java. I mean, I've got the basics of Java. All I have to do is first you have to create an element in a HTML document. So like if you want a button, you have to create one in the HTML. Then you have to go to create a JavaScript file. Then you have to create a constant and then you have to get element by ID. And then next you have to add an event listener. So if it's a button, the event will be triggered if a user clicks on it. And then you have to make a function where stuff happens. So like if I click a button and you've got a video, then you can do whatever you want with it. You can play it, you can pause it, you can skip forward, skip back, turn the volume all the way up, turn it all the way down. You could end it, you could go to different site, you can do whatever you want with it. That's programmable JavaScript. It's really hard to talk and drive. So for the assignment I have to make a play pause video, add an mute button, a current time slider, a volume slider, skip back 10 seconds, skip forward 30 seconds, keyboard shortcuts, and what else? And then switch. If you switch tabs, the video has to pause, and then when it switches back, it has to play. But if you already paused it, the video should remain paused. The video has to remain paused when you're out of the tab, and then remain paused still if you go back to the tab until you press play. Which I haven't figured out how to do it yet. So, still on Friday. I think we got most of the marks. Because on the marks game, half the marks are for commenting and readability of code. And my code is kind of readable because I use indentations. And if you make a function, if you make like an if and you have braces, I just put the braces like in line with each other instead of having the top brace on the same line as the function name. So my code is very, very readable. I think you should get quite a few marks for commenting and readability. What if I could just move? No, I can't do it. Next up is Sydenham at 1344. So I think we're about halfway through, So we've got Sydenham, Forest Hill, Lodwell Park, Brockley, New Cross Gate and Surrey Quays. So here at Sydenham we've got the line from Crystal Palace joining us, which London Overground does operate a number of trains from, I think it's Highbury and Islington. So that's Crystal Palace, and there's everywhere else. So now at Sydenham, we're due to leave at 44, and it's now 44. So I think we're running about 30 seconds late, which doesn't matter at all, especially if you compare it to the rest of British trains, which are horrible. Next up is Forest Hill at 1347. If you think about British trains and compare it to the rest of Europe, British trains are kind of awkward. Because if you take France, for example, it's only got one train operator, SNCF. If you take Britain, you got all different operators, and they charge extortionate fares to stand in a 2-car train for 10 minutes. And do you know how much it costs to go from Rochdale to Manchester and back? £7.90. You could get the bus for less. And do you know how many times I get a seat in the morning? Very little. Very often. Unlikely. Whatever. So approaching Forest Hill. Because in the morning the train I get leaves Rochdale at 8:39 in the morning and gets into Victoria at around 5 to 9. It goes from Rochdale to Manchester non-stop, so the journey is about 10 minutes-ish. What's that, 10 minutes? 49. Yeah, about 15 minutes. And because Northern only puts on 2-car trains, like 150, 142, 156, no one ever gets a seat that gets on an Rochdale. So we're all packed in, like everyone in Manchester. Or if I got the bus, I get a seat. Because the 17 starts from Rochdale and goes to Shrewd Hill. But it takes an hour, but to get a seat, and it's cheaper. I think it's about £3 from Rochdale to Manchester on the bus. If you do that at 6, it's about £1.9 cheaper than the train. And the bus does take about an hour, depending on traffic. Undertale really need to put in a class 700 in Trenton. I think everyone would buy it. Because you can use it anywhere. You can use it on the London Brighton line, you can use it on the South London network, you can use it on London Peterborough, you can use it on the Midland Main line. But it makes sense why Undertale hasn't made it yet. Yeah, they're all in service, been in service for years. I think I put a passenger train in front of us, so the scenario would be more interesting, instead of just having greens all the time. So approaching in Honor Oak Park. I'm going to cheat a bit by using the handbrake to slow down. We've now arrived at Honor Oak Park. So the next one, we've got Brockley, New Cross Gate and Surrey Quays. Not far left. So next stop is Brockley 1352. So that train is from Uckfield, just like all the ones that come down here. So I think uni is going pretty well, even though the work is kind of challenging. I mean, I finished my Defenders game, and it actually works, which I'm proud of. Yeah, my tutor gave it a very good on Moodle. So the next assess task is... So the next assess task in programming is the calendar, where the user has to input a date and it has to return if it's a valid date or not. Like if you import the 40th of January, it's not a real date because January has so many days. I think it's 31. So I think what he hinted at was that you have to use an enumerated value, which is pretty much a list of words that are in a certain order, like traffic lights. It goes red, then yellow, then green, then yellow, then red. Not like in America. American, you go red to green, yellow, red, because Americans are strange. Like, I guess you could use like platform numbers, like 0 to 8, like Doncaster, or like 1 to 4. Or it could be awkward, like New Cross. Like if you look at New Cross, you've got A, B, C, D. Not numbers at all. So now broccoli. Broccoli. Sounds like a vegetable. So next stop is New Cross Gate, where we come off the London Bridge line. I forget what it's called. And then towards Dalston Junction, where we get to Harrington on the North London line. The next stop is New Cross. The next stop is New Cross Gate at 13:54. A bit late. It's fine. I wonder if it's snowed in London yet. It hasn't snowed here either. It's just rain. I can set fire to it somehow. So I think along this route there aren't any markers for the 5 car stop sign. So I think I'm just gonna stop at the 8 one instead. It's been 25 minutes. Yeah, think about the Windows DVR, is that I can only record half an hour at a time. So I think I'll just quickly stop and start here. So I just reset the DVR, so now it reads 5 seconds. So I don't know how long it's going to take to get from here to Surrey Quays. If this lasts about 5 minutes. Oh, yeah. No time to Surrey Quays. So over there is the a depot for London Overground, which I forgot to put trains in. Okay, the next stop is Surrey Quays, arriving at 13:56. Okay, it's 30 over the junction, so make sure not to go over 30. So 25, 40 and 30. So we see quite a lot of multi-purpose vehicles around Manchester, which is nice. I've already put a few videos up on here. Oh yeah, what else I saw this week was a new 195 outside Newton Heath. I should have taken a video of it. It was a 195 because it only had 2 coaches. Don't know which one it was. But it was definitely outside Newton Heath this week. Very bendy. Who designed this? Still wondering I'm doing a Q&A video. So far I received no comment, no questions, probably because nobody watched it. I mean, it's fine if I don't. Don't know what answers I'll give. So now approaching Surrey Quays, where this scenario ends. I hope you enjoyed watching me this and hearing about uni stuff. So hopefully I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is.